is up, my boners? This is MrITryHard here, the nastiest commentator in all of motherfucking YouTube. How you guys been doing? I've been doing motherfucking fantastic. And today we have a gameplay of Hardpoint on the map. Yamming for you guys some old gameplay, trying to get off of my hard drive, using that MTAR, ripping the noobs, capping the hardpoint, playing the objective. Hope you guys enjoy this video. And I have a great announcement. So we kind of teased it yesterday. We announced a new podcast, Chiz and I, on yesterday's Is It Gay video, and you guys were all excited. You guys want to know more about it. So, the way it's going to go down is, Kelly and I were talking. K-pop and I have been wanting to start a podcast since FNG stopped, and we've been procrastinating at it and not having enough time and not doing it and blah, 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 fucking blah. So now we were like, fuck this shit. We're actually going to go down. We're actually going to do this podcast. And we are really anxious about it. So we had this idea that we were going to do, Kelly and I, and we were going to have frequent guests, as in, quote-unquote partners on our podcast. So the partners as of now are, and brace yourselves, people. Dr. Chiz, of course, number one. Dr. Chiz will be a partner on our podcast. He will be on for some of the episodes. And we all know him from Is It Gay series, video yesterday. You guys should go watch that. Now, partner number two is going to be Optic Midnight. If you guys don't know her, Ashley, she is an awesome Optic member and just a all-around cool person. And we figured she would bring a lot of diversity to our conversations on the podcast. And we're just really good friends. I feel like if having a good podcast just works well with, just works better when you have like good friends around and you're not trying to force conversation. It just kind of flows like sex. Anyways, so she's gonna be on. Hope you guys enjoy her. Also, we are going to have, well, obviously Kelly, she's gonna be on. That goes without saying. We're gonna have somebody you may or may not have heard of, Diggity19. Now, she is a smaller YouTuber who is such a motherfucking character. She she's just fucking crazy, alright? She'll say anything at any time. She just has no, like, filter. Like, sometimes you feel like if I have no filter and I say the fucked up shit, you just wait till you meet her. She is ridiculous, and I think that's one of the big reasons why we wanted to have her on our podcast. She's gonna be on a few episodes as well. We may or may not have Alex. I think he was interested. Alex Whiteboy, of course. He's gonna be on for a few episodes. So the way it's gonna go is we're always gonna have a 4-man crew, but it's always gonna be Kelly and I and 2 other people out of the 3 or 4 that I named today. So we're just gonna be like alternating in and out. And if you guys really like somebody and start like begging for us to bring them back, then maybe they'll be on for more episodes. But that's just the way we want to roll right now. We feel like if that's the best way to just keep things fresh and not give too many assignments to too many people, because that's what the podcast ends up happening sometimes. A lot of people have a lot of assignments to do, and then they get bored, and then they start getting lazy. So if you just give them the task to just fucking show up, it can't really be that hard, right? So that's it's probably it for that. But I have one question to ask for you guys, because we're pretty good with coming up with topics. We're pretty good with coming up with, ideas and structure and people and all that stuff. But one thing we suck at, and I've realized this for the past week, is we can't find a fucking name. A name for the podcast. Now, this sounds really like, easy, right? Like, you just name it whatever, but we're trying to find something that's PG. Like, it's not like, there's nothing vulgar in it, because it's going to be on iTunes and all that stuff, so we want to keep that PG. The podcast may not be PG itself. Like, we would swear, we talk about whatever we want on the podcast, but the title needs to be. And it needs to be short and sweet and just like fucking down to the point, maybe funny, maybe clever, something like that. I had the idea of the Flashcast, but that got turned down. I don't know why, maybe because I like to flash my penis, but that was my idea. Some people right now, like, I think in on Skype, we're like debating names, and the name came up sarcastic, as in the cast, and we're sarcastic because we're punny. Oh my god. I feel so embarrassed saying that. That's so terrible. But if you guys like that, let us know in the comment section down below. Give us names for podcasts. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be aired on tomorrow actually. So every Sunday at 7:30 Eastern time is when we're gonna be streaming it. The stream link is gonna be in tomorrow's video. I'm gonna be spamming it all over motherfucking Twitter. If you guys are on Twitter and you guys want to fucking like stay tuned with the podcast and stuff, make sure to follow me on there, and you guys will make sure to like not miss anything and come watch the podcast and come have fun with that, because it's another, I think, way of getting to know us better. It's another way of getting to know your favorite YouTuber differently. And I go ham with this lightning strike, and I die to this scuba. It's like, oh my god, the lightning strike killed everybody except for one guy who was flanking, and I couldn't shoot him. Anyways, so stay tuned for that podcast tomorrow. I cannot be excited enough. I will be spamming your feeds of said podcast on Twitter tomorrow, and I will be spamming you guys with information as well with Kelly tomorrow on the Vagina Chronicles. We are going to have so much fun. I am so hyped. It's going to be on a Google Hangout, so if you want to see my sexy face and maybe a few penis shots, then you should go ahead and look me up there, because that's going to be fun. Anyways, so hope you guys enjoyed. This is MrITryHard, and I'm gonna sing a little bit. Bye, and dicks. MrITryHard starting a podcast that may be called the Sarcastic. I'm really not sure about that name, man. It's killing me. Like, I wanna, like, how the fuck do you introduce that? Like, hey everybody, welcome to the Sarcastic Podcast. Because we're so punny. Tits, vagina, sex, and dildos. I think that's how we'll introduce it, because God, I don't even know. Please help me out with this title, man, because I am at like a loss with this shit. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye, and dicks.